are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Ready.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
Quick throw, and that's Eskridge on the slant. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
97.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Cowboys at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lance. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, nice move. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Send this one away. The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw, it's Lance. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in. After that interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get what he can up.
Felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Pollard again. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Lance. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Prescott. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Brian Dable, with his background on offense, he's got a call ready, and they are going to go for it on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. He finds his man, Pollard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. First down now, but that clock rolling. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Shot, 17.
Now Lance going to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On the set.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Quick, yellow.
Eckler. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. And Lance now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Let's go now. Red, yellow. Ready, go. Set, go. Hut, hut.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. York able to send this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. That is caught. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Meanwhile, Dax, and the throw here caught by Addison. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half? And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1 now from the 21.
Ready?
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Drill, 52. Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. Forced out to his left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. And Lance, he's going to change the play. Pollard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Lance. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him a full 10 yards there. 2nd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
There he goes, left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Ready, set.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Ready, ready. Blue striker. Set.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here's second down and 3.
Striker, 3-3. Set.
Working from the gun, Lance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37.
Okay, right. 10 cycles.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ready.
Lance back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Pollard here once again. Back-to-back catches. Touchdown! Tony Pollard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. This is first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now. Here's Dak.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Here's second down. To throw, Prescott. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Strike. Check. Strike. Ready.
Lance looking to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Strike. Strike.
Here's Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 125 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Lance with a first throw in overtime. There's Tolbert. He's got him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all, and then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to.